What is going on, YouTube? This is Gavin 21202, aka Gavin Orlandi, here bringing you guys all the latest. Or wait, whoa. I'm not bringing you. I almost just tripped. That would have been funny. I'm not bringing you the latest WWE news today. Today, we're doing something a bit different on this channel. Something that we haven't already done before, but something that's somewhat popular and something that I'd like to do as a regular mainstay on this channel as long as the channel's going and up and running. With that being said, I come on here every now and then. I'll talk about certain topics in pro wrestling that, are really getting to me, something that I really want to discuss, and something that I feel like I can go off and shoot about just regularly and just give my straight up feelings on the situation. Now, obviously, there's a lot of talk of late, and there's a lot of big things going on, and one of the main things that's been going on in pro wrestling, WWE being the main one, is, WWE legends coming back for one more match, coming back for one last run in the company. And today, I'm going to do what I do best, and I'm going to talk about my feelings, and I'm going to talk about what I really feel about these WWE legends coming back. And ladies and gentlemen, just hear me out on the entire thing, because either before or after the video, you're going to go down the comments, say you either fucking hate me or you fucking love me because of this. But I'm just going to come on. I'm not going to, just go on, berate, and disrespect WWE Legends. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to talk to you about how I feel about it and my view on the situation. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right into it. So 3, 2, 1, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this ain't no smoke and mirrors, and I'm not going to cut any corners, and we're going to get right into the topic of today's video. WWE Legends coming back. My view on the situation, I'm just going to put it out there right now. When a WWE superstar, legend, or anybody retires, they have that one last match at the end of their career. That should be it. Either whether they're leaving the company and did not officially retire or going to a different company and coming back, that's a completely different story. But if you're one like Goldberg, Shawn Michaels, guys that have already hung up the boots a long time ago, they should stay gone and they shouldn't come back. Now, obviously, I see WWE's main point of view on why they do this. Obviously, if they do it the right way, this is where I come in. If WWE does this the right way, I'm very fine with it. If they have a legend come back to put over another superstar and it's a very quality match and it's something that's a very quality build-up and feud, I'm all for it. If it's something where kind of along the lines of a Goldberg and Dolph Ziggler, Dolph Ziggler kind of built up the whole feud by himself and was obviously the main point of focus in the feud, and then he goes into the match and he loses, I don't think that that's the proper way that things should be done, and I think it's just a guy coming in that has nothing to lose, coming and beating a guy that has everything to lose if he loses the match. Now, obviously, Dolph Ziggler, he has a reputation for losing. His win-loss record is not very good, but obviously Dolph Ziggler's been there. He's been there long enough to know what it's about, and he knows what he's doing. So, along the lines of WWE, obviously, their stars come back. It promotes the WWE Network. More people want to get the WWE Network. If a legend is promoted and they're promoted to be on Raw, SmackDown, or a WWE pay-per-view, it gets some more buys and it gets ratings up. Now, obviously, the main point of focus that I'm talking about is WWE legends coming back and putting over superstars. I feel like a guy like Shawn Michaels coming back in Saudi Arabia to face two other guys that are just as old of him, just as slow, just as, I'm not going to say washed up because that's not really the way I mean it, but teaming up with a guy who's probably in the best shape of the rest of them, Triple H, not a very good thing. Obviously, I feel like if a legend comes back, I don't think a legend should come back to face another legend. I think a legend should come back to face a guy on the main roster and someone that's currently there and someone that's currently main eventing or in the mid-card or somewhere along those lines. Now, obviously, I feel like if a legend comes back to face another legend, both of those guys, chances are both of them haven't been in the ring for quite some time. So they're both going to go through the same problems, and there's going to be some work to be done during that match. Now, if you come in and you put Goldberg or Undertaker or someone in the ring like a guy like Dolph Ziggler's been doing it for quite some time. He's been carrying guys, or he can carry guys, I should say. So if anything was to happen in a match, a guy like Ziggler or Rollins or Styles, they would be able to make it look good, and they would be able to have a phenomenal match with whoever you put them out there with. Now, obviously, I feel like at SummerSlam, Dolph Ziggler getting defeated by Goldberg with very, very quickly was quite kind of stupid. But obviously, WWE has their choices, and they're going to do what they want to do anyways. So it's not like we're going to have much effect on them. So I feel like a guy like Shawn Michaels, if he would really came back out of retirement, at this point, I feel like he should have just stayed retired after WrestleMania 26, left that great legacy behind, and, started a new chapter in his life. But he came back after almost 10 years without being in a ring, and he did no favors for himself. Obviously, he got himself a good payday, but with that being said, his friend got a torn pectoral. Obviously, he might have tarnished his career a little bit. Obviously, I feel like if a guy like Michaels is to come out of retirement, I feel like he should face a guy along the lines of a Ziggler, a Rollins, a Styles, maybe even a Cena or an Orton. Someone along those lines who's currently in WWE competition and competes week in and week out. Obviously, WWE wants legends to come back. This is another main point of my thing. WWE wants to come back, have these guys come back to put these dream matches on that they never had the opportunity to do, or that they just never capitalized on when they were both fighting in their prime. Now, obviously, a guy like Sting and The Undertaker, that's a match that's been rumored to happen for years. Obviously, right now, probably wouldn't be the best time to do it. They're both older, excuse me. Sting's 60, Undertaker's gonna be 60. You put two 60-year-old men in the ring, it's not probably gonna be the best of match, and if it is, it's gonna be slow-paced, and it's not gonna be entertaining. Obviously, if a guy like Sting comes back, like I said, you put him in the ring with a guy like Rollins or Styles, it's gonna be a good match. They're gonna be able to, it might not be a good match, but it will be a better match. They'll put him out there, they'll make him look good, and obviously a guy like Undertaker, he comes back once a year, maybe twice, 3 times if we're lucky, and he doesn't really put anyone over. He comes over and he does the job for himself, and he kind of leaves again. Now, obviously, I don't want you guys to think with this entire video I'm just coming on here and I'm just berating and belittling WWE legends, because that's not what my thing is. I grew up watching the guys like Shawn Michaels, the John Cena's, the Randy Ortons, the Triple H's, all the guys that were older now. I watched them when they were in their prime or slowing down in their career. That's when I first started wrestling or watching, when Orton and John was the main feud when I started watching wrestling. So that's what kind of got me captivated to those two growing up. So obviously, with that being said, WWE, they obviously, WWE legends, they do draw money. They draw big money. Sorry about that. Angles kind of changed up. With that being said, what I was saying, WWE legends, they still draw big money for WWE. They're a big draw, and fans all over the world, including people like Saudi Arabia, who are promoting they're promoting and they're being the ones to host the event. They want these guys. Obviously, people in Saudi Arabia, they have no clue, because they've asked WWE for guys like Eddie Guerrero, the Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, guys that are already long gone. And, obviously, there are dream matches, and is stuff that we would like to see, and it's an amazing time when legends come back, because everyone's like, oh my God, they're coming back, they're going to have one more great match, and then it doesn't end up being everything that they dreamed it would be. So, obviously, WWE, they're going to have their time where they're going to focus on the past instead of, presenting the future as for what it is. But every company and every promotion has their own way of doing things. WWE being the main one, obviously, they know what they're doing, and they make money along the way. So WWE, my main intention with this is WWE legends, once they retire, I feel like they should stay retired, and they should leave the legacy that they built up for so many years behind, and leave the amazing legacy that they did. So I obviously feel like, guys coming back every now and then, but I feel like guys that are way past their prime and way past their time, there's no point for them to come back. Obviously, they're just going to come back, and they're going to do it for the one last time. And maybe it isn't for collect that paycheck. Maybe they just want to get the satisfaction of being in the ring one last time. But, there is a time when you need to know when to hang up the boots. And with that being said, that's kind of wraps up my topic and everything that I'm talking about in today's video. Now, I really want you guys to throw down the comment section below what you guys think of this topic. Do you guys like me doing this video? Because if you do, I'm going to keep doing them. I want to bring them to you guys at least once or twice a week. And with that being said, I really want you guys to put a thumbs up, like on this video. If it gets views, I'm going to keep doing it. If it gets comments and it gets feedback, I'm going to keep doing it. And with that being said, you guys already know what it all is, because in order for me to bring you all the latest WWE news, rumors, headlines, and updates, you guys are going to have to do me one thing, and that is definitely like this video, favorite this video, share this on every social media platform that is humanly possible, and do me one final thing, and definitely subscribe. Thanks, guys. Love you all. Gavin 2102 out.